Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
Escapes the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. No throw, third and long. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. Darnold. That one going to go against the D.
That's interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Play fake. Darnold. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down. So back to the drawing board they go for second. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you. Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone. But so often, what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Gets this clean at the 30. Escapes the defender. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular right, loves. Chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Now Darnold off the play action. On the move, headed right. Throwing this one deep across the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, Darnold. It's a complete to Kenneth Walker. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, it's so...
Oh, and they fake it. Rolling out to his left. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Henderson here from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
Here's made in the air. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. A handoff for Henderson, running left. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. May now from the gun. He's got it at the 6. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
It's one of those situations, Kate, where it kind of just felt, actually it looked like they just assumed that other group was not going to go after that block and just make it a 7-0 game. You can never, ever assume anything at any point in this game. They had that sense of urgency to do your job, and they did not as that kick got blocked.
Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Our score, 6-0. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They have 1st and 10. Going on first, here's Darnold. Buying some time right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Darnold looking to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. So there's a flag on the field. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
We go side.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Headed out right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. They connect on the deep shot. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but games like that are rare, and that's big time.
And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
We go side.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
We go side.
Walker will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Mike McDonald with his eyes glued to this field. His offense lining up for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He can't get the ball away. This game stays tied.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Surprising that he wasn't out there to break the tie with a point after, as he gets out there now to kick this off. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First down, May. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the air. It's May. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. That one complete to Diggs. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38.
16 yards. First down, New England.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Again, it's May. All the left side. Hits the 20. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Brings the score, Patriots 13, Seahawks 6.
Corey Gallis on to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on first down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. It's brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
They failed on the two-point try earlier, so settling for the traditional point after this time around. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks managed to tie this game. It's 13-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Power squib kick is taken in. Good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And that last... no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First down throw for May. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. Oh, the pass on the move here. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
Okay, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage. But the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
May on 1st and 10. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
It's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. We'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. Throw here. 3rd down. Going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash.
A 33-yard attempt.
Borregales connects, and they've taken back the lead.
They got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's got a lane up past the 30 and nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First and 10, Darnold. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. From the gun, Darnold vacates quickly left side. On the run, deep down the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, sometimes there's nothing you can do but throw your hands up and stare at the ground, partner. He knew he was beat deep, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, and this is one of those just killers, right? These spot fouls, it's fuel for an offense, often leads to points with a big explosive play like this, and it could be a morale killer for his defense.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here goes, set.
Working inside the red zone. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Myers' kick is good. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. One final shot before the half. Lofts it deep right side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the third quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Patriots offense out there to start this third quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Here's May on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
From the gun, it's May. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play, because that was not good. Brings up third down. Here he goes, third and long. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Jukes away from one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Buying some time left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Getting out to his left. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Rolling out to his left. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
23, Patriots 16. Jason Myers picking off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He's got the squiver. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The New England offense running out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Here's the pistol snap to May. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work against the blitz. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pickup of 2 here. And that's a New England first down.
Patriot first down.
Throwing play action, May. Finds his fullback. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A 6-yard pick
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
at their 49-yard line.
May now from the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
11 yards. And it's
3rd and long for him here. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Seahawks are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
6-yard play.
Now Darnold off the play action. Escapes out to the left. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Walker does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a 2nd title is within their reach. Now here he goes on the boot. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. Trying to run it with Walker. Oh, no luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And they score. They trade an attempt at 3 into 6 with the fake. Great work by the offense. They caught him off guard with the fake, and they pulled it off to perfection.
They sure did, and this is a call that involves some risk. Listen, you're taking 3 points off the board by just willing to attempt this. And then, well, you got to get great execution by everybody involved. In this instance, well, they all came through.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And they were all over this one. They stopped him short, and the fake failed.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fields the hard squib kick. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing from the gun. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. Third down, and they need to get 10.
6 yards. And it's third down. Third and 10.
They'll air it out on third. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on fourth down. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
19 yards. First down, New England.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Working quickly here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
Motion a receiver left. May looking to throw. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And goes to the hurry up here.
a 2-yard gain on the play.
Henderson's going to get it on third down. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be fourth and short. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He can't get away. They get the sack. And force a turnover on down. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right. Through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. Flushed out of the pocket. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go, sack.
Throw here. 3rd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. This is caught inside the 15. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Here's the Seahawk offense ready for another shot at 2 points. It's incomplete, but there was a whole lot of contact, and the penalty flag's out. Let's see who this one's on.
Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. All right, now comes another opportunity to convert for 2.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2. Myers now to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Motion the slot man right. Free play here. Let's see what he does. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Operating from the gun. Here's May. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down. Here's May. Dumped off to his running back. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
Throwing again. It's May. Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over at the 36-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They're going to pass it here. Flushed out now to his left. Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up third down.
Let's go now.
To the air on third and long. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A very long attempt.
Well, he certainly gave it his all in pursuit of the record, but his kick doesn't connect from significant distance. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Trying to set this up quick.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's May. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
First and goal, New England.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. Need better results here on second and goal from the 10. Throwing is May. He brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Touchdown and bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. To the air yet again, May. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. Drake made the touchdown. His third total score this game. One after is good by Boy Gallis. And the Patriots shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Patriots 23.
No time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Walker on first down. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a second time. And I think it's still sinking in at different points for each player, Brock. Look at these shots. These guys have reached the crowning achievement for anyone who steps foot onto the gridiron as kids. Champions now, every one of them.
And it is something, Kate, they can never, ever have taken from them. I think you and I have come across many Super Bowl champions in both this game and champs in other sports, right?
Yeah,
and you hear the same message. This is something that was so hard to achieve, and it's something that nobody, not time, will ever take from them. What a moment.
Commissioner Goodell out to the stage now to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe.